In a quiet village nestled between the green hills of northern India lived a woman named Asha. She was 35, with lines of quiet sorrow etched on her face and eyes that had forgotten how to dream. But her heart still beat fiercely with love for her children, Riya and Arjun. Life had never been kind to Asha. 10 years ago, during a violent monsoon storm, Asha's husband, Dev, left the house after an argument, furious over their growing debts and the weight of responsibilities he never learned to carry. That night, he never returned. Some said he boarded a train to the city to escape it all. Others whispered he had taken his own life near the riverbank. No one knew for sure. What remained was silence, and Asha, left to pick up the broken pieces alone. Since then, Asha had worn both the hat of a mother and a father, her dignity stitched into every torn piece of her sari. Each morning, before even the birds dared to sing, Asha would arise, wrap her faded dupatta around her head, and walk into the misty dawn to sweep and scrub floors in the homes of the well-fed and well-dressed. Her hands had grown calloused, her back constantly ached, and her soul was quietly bruised by the cold glances of society. The few rupees she earned barely covered the cost of rice and lentils. Milk was a luxury. New clothes were a fantasy. Riya and Arjun never once uttered a word of complaint, but Asha saw the unspoken hunger in their eyes, the way they looked longingly at the lunchboxes of other children. At night, when the village lights dimmed and her children slept huddled together, Asha would sit alone in a corner of her mud home, staring at the cracks in the wall and whispering, "Why me?" Her tears fell silently like the rain no one notices. The village women often whispered behind her back, "Bad luck follows her," they said. Their words became shadows that Asha couldn't shake off. Slowly, she began to believe them. There were nights she hated her life, not for herself, but for what her children were being denied. One afternoon, Riya came home from school, tears spilling down her cheeks. "Ma," she cried, "the girls laughed at my torn clothes. They said I looked like a beggar." Asha held her daughter close, whispering softly, "You're a queen in my eyes, Riya. Clothes don't define your worth." But inside, her heart broke like a dry twig. That evening, Arjun came to her with a drawing he had made at school. It was a stick-figure family under a bright sun, and in the center was a smiling woman with wild hair and large hands.